Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo, the Lucky Ferals. Good morning, Simba. It's about 10 a.m. and the cats had breakfast a little while ago. And I wanted to talk about Simba because Simba is the best vomiter in the house, right, Simba? And the reason why is because he howls before he vomits. So it's like he announces to the whole house, I'm gonna be sick, I'm gonna throw up, and he gives you warning. So today I was relaxing on the bed and I was looking at something on my iPad, and all of a sudden I heard the howl and I was like, uh-oh, there goes Simba, he's ready to vomit. So I ran out of my room down the hallway, and there he was on the rug in the hallway, you know, making that pumping noise. I immediately was able to pick him up and move him over about 2 feet. He didn't need to go far. I didn't need to pick him up off the ground very far. I just kind of gently picked him like an inch or two off the ground, moved him off the rug, and then he vomited on the floor, which made me really happy. But you have to remember, when a cat vomits, it's not just once. It's at least twice, if not 3 times. They want to make sure everything gets out of their stomach if they're having issues. So he then moved into the kitchen, and it looked like he was going to vomit on the shelf because I have like a low shelf. That's like it's like a baker's rack, and the bottom shelf is really low. And when I saw that, I was like, oh no, I don't need to clean that up. So I was able to once again move him over, so he was just going to vomit on the floor. And I thought he was done at that point, but what he then did was he ran downstairs, which is another thing that he likes to do. When Simba vomits, he likes to go downstairs and do it. And he went downstairs, and thankfully on the tile floor, not on the rug, on the tile floor, he finished emptying his stomach, whatever was bothering him in there. So then I was able to clean it up so much easier because it was on the floor and not on the rug. So I just wanted to give Simba credit for that. Simba, you're a really good boy. You're a really good cat, because you do let me know when you are having tummy troubles, and I'm then able to redirect that onto a surface that is easier to clean. So good job. And afterward, a little while later, he had a churu. He ate it, no problem. He's been acting normal. So that's what you always want to look for. If a cat's vomiting, you always want to look at what they're doing. Are they acting abnormal? Are they hiding? Are they lethargic? Do they have diarrhea also? Like, you want to look for other symptoms. If you don't see any other symptoms or any other strange behaviors, chances are with a cat that it could be a hairball, or, you know, Simba has a tendency to eat too fast or eat too much. Now, I did monitor the cats when they were eating this morning, and I actually separated their food. So first they had like half their breakfast, and then maybe 10 minutes later they had the other half of their breakfast, which maybe that wasn't long enough. Maybe I should have waited longer with that. And I also made sure that their food was spread out like farther on the plates. I did not use the licky mats, which is my mistake. I should have done that. I just used a regular plate, but I made sure that the food was well separated on the plate, but I guess that wasn't good enough. I think I'm definitely going to cut back on the breakfast portions, because it's a pattern with Simba. He doesn't do this after dinner. He doesn't do this after crunchies. He only does this in the morning. So I have to just make some adjustments to their breakfast schedule. How you feeling, Simba? You okay? He's watching. I have to go put bird seed out for the birds and some squirrel food out, and then the cats will be really happy. I also have to go and water everything. The entire yard is so dry. We've gotten hardly any rain over the past few weeks. I've been putting the sprinklers on my lawn, and even my lawn is like turning all brown. So I have to go outside and make sure all the plants have water. I have to make sure that there's water out for the animals. The cats inside have water. They have food. They got brushed. So they're doing good. And right now it's not too hot out. So later on, If it gets much hotter, I'm going to shut the windows and put the air on. But right now, they really enjoy the fresh air. Right, Simba? And here's Boo. Boo is hanging out on his day sofa. So Boo has been finishing his breakfast in his room. So he'll eat it downstairs with the other cats, and he'll only usually eat about half of it. Then he wants to eat the rest up here. So what I've been doing is I've been putting it on the floor in his room and then shutting the door, so that way none of the other cats could steal his food. And that seems to be working okay because he likes that. He doesn't try to run out of the room. And then I'll give him usually around 15 minutes. And then when I open the door, he's usually eating the food by then. How you doing, Boo? How you doing, Boo? You okay? He's telling me he wants pets there. He wants me to pet his cheeks. He loves it when I rub his ears, like the base of his ears. You gonna fall? You gonna fall off? Like, I don't know if you could see it, but he loves when I massage the base of his ears. He's saying, pet me, pet me, pet me. Boo, I gotta go outside and give everything water, and then I'll put some food out so that you could watch the birds and the squirrels. Is that okay? It is mail time. The cats got some mail. Let's open it up and see what they got. What is this? It says it's a festival cat apron. Oh, there's 2 of them? Oh, there's 3 of them? Let's open it up. Let's check it out. Isn't that cute? It's an apron, you know, like the kind you wear if you're cooking and you don't want to get your clothes all dirty. And there's cats. There's 4 cats on it. That one kind of looks like Boo. And then there's a brown cat and a green cat and a blue cat. And it says meow, meow, meow. And it has a bunch of paw prints. That's really cute. So I'm assuming since there's 3 of them, 1 is for me, 1 is for Grandma, and 1 is for Grandpa. That is very, very nice. I don't know who sent these to the cats. It says these came from Greater Good in Allendale, Michigan, from the Animal Rescue Site store. So that's really cool. But thank you so much to whoever sent these aprons. This will definitely be put to good use when I make raw cat food for the cats. I always wear some kind of apron or smock or something. So thank you so much. Hey guys, I found it on the paperwork. It says, Dear Ms. Lucky Ferals and Grandma and Grandpa Lucky Ferals, I hope you enjoyed the cat aprons from Janet Stemper. Thank you so much, Janet, for these aprons. They are adorable, and yes, we will definitely enjoy using these aprons. It was so nice of you to think of us. We hope you're doing well. It's 5:49 p.m. There's Stella. Can you see what she's looking at? There's a bird sitting on the back step. There's Stella, and there's the bird. And here's Boo Boo's bird watching from his window. So what I wanted to do today was put my GoPro outside near the bird feeder and record videos of the birds and the squirrels eating. The problem was there was a lot of music being played outside by one of my neighbors. I don't know if it's still being played. I can't hear it from here, but when I went outside, I could hear it very clearly. And I was like, that's not gonna be any good. I'll get a copyright strike if I use that footage. So maybe I'll look outside and see if I need to put some more bird seed out. Look at Boo though. He's really interested. It's 8:45 p.m. I just walked into the kitchen. Do you see what's going on? There's a cat on the other side of the door. I don't want to scare it, but Splash has been talking to the cat. I don't know if the cat was meowing or Splash was meowing. I can't believe the cat was right at the back door with Splash. If I move, Splash is going to get scared. Oh my gosh, guys, look. Is that the same cat? Is this the cat that was at the back door? There's hardly any water in that tub. This looks like a black cat, but it just could be the lighting. Let me crank the exposure. Is this the cat? I feel bad. There's hardly any water there, and it's really low, and this cat's looking really skinny. I'm wondering if I should put some food out for it. If I go out, it's probably going to get scared away. But I have to remind myself that even though I would put out tons of fresh water for Ditto and Hydrox, Ditto always preferred to drink dirty water. This cat's not looking too happy. I can't believe it was right at the back door with Splash. I don't know how long they were hanging out together. It's really hot out. The poor thing is thirsty. I'm not sure which cat this is because Cheetah, Lynx, or Savannah, I haven't decided on a name yet, has like a bushy tail, and this cat really doesn't have a bushy tail from what I could see right now. There's a bug crawling on the back door window. I wonder which cat this is. Maybe it's not any of the cats that I've been seeing. Is this the blotchy cat? I'm in Boo's room right now, and here come some raccoons. So the cat walked off. I don't know where the cat went. And I have to remind myself that if I put food out for that cat, it's going to be here every day. And it's going to want to establish a relationship with me. Like, it's going to want food on a regular basis. And it'll probably move on to the patio. And then there we go again with another cat. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what Splash was saying to it, if Splash was inviting it in or over or what. But anyway, here's two little raccoons. I don't know if these are the two raccoons I saw the other day. These look a little bit bigger, but I could be wrong. So what they're eating appears to be the dried corn that I put out for the squirrels. I don't know if raccoons eat that. But I bought it at Lowe's. It was like squirrel food. I don't know, critter food. I forget what they call it. Oh, look. Look at this. There's another one. So there's 3 now. Boo's here with me, by the way. They look like they're all about the same age. I'm sorry, it's really dark. I have the exposure cranked on this camera, and I just happened to have this camera on the kitchen table, and I just grabbed it really fast when I saw what Splash was doing. So it looks like these raccoons are happy. I did not know that they ate dried corn. Look at this. It's 9:20. Look at this. These are the babies. And there's another one back there. I don't know if these are the same ones that were eating from the feeder, but these are the ones that saw me in the greenhouse. And what happened was I just took some garbage out to the garbage can. My garbage cans are near my driveway, so I have to walk through the patio. I have to walk that way through the patio to get to them. And then I just came inside and I went downstairs, and I was literally coming up the stairs and I saw the two babies at the back door. I don't know what is going on with animals at the back door tonight. It was a full moon 3 days ago. Not that that has anything to do with it, but I just find it very strange that, you know, one of the cats was at the back door talking to Splash. Never happened before. And then the baby raccoon show up at the back door. Never happened before. And thankfully, I decided to shut the door, because when I came in from taking the garbage out, the door did not shut all the way. And I remember thinking to myself, I better pull it shut. And thankfully I did, because if I didn't pull it shut all the way, who knows, maybe one of the raccoons would have walked in. You know, these are little babies, they don't really know. So they're eating the corn. I don't know if these are the same three that were here earlier. These look smaller to me than the ones that were here earlier. Also, what happened is the ones that were here earlier, they dumped the water out of that white tub. See all the wet on the patio? See all that wetness on the patio? Yeah, all the water that was in the tub, it wasn't much. They dumped it. And what I was going to do is I was going to bring a pitcher of water out and put it in that white tub. That's what I was coming up the stairs to do. I have a plastic pitcher under my kitchen sink. But now I'm not going to do that because there's still raccoons walking around. I don't mind if they eat the corn there. It doesn't bother me. It's about 9:30 p.m. and I just went outside and I put a gallon of fresh water in that white tub. So if anyone wants to come back and drink some water, there's some fresh water in it. There was hardly any water left in it, and what was left in there was really dirty. So I first rinsed it out, then I put the water in. It's about 7 p.m. I'm just about to feed the cats their dinner, and I was walking up the steps and the two little doves were by the back door again. None of the cats were talking to them, like Stella was looking at the dove yesterday, but I wanted to film them for you, and now they're gone. I think maybe they wanted some more bird seed. So there's Simba. He thinks they're getting dinner downstairs, but they're gonna get dinner on the play rug because they're gonna get dinner in the crunchy feeders today. They should like that for a change. But I wanted to mention something. So I just spent the past few hours editing a video. I'm working on a vlog video, and I filmed it with this camera. And what I noticed is that if I'm zoomed out on this camera, then the microphone is okay. And if I have the wide angle lens on this camera, then the microphone is okay. But if I zoom in on this camera, then the sound is horrible. The sound gets all muffled. It's really bad. So I found out the reason why is because they have what's known as audio zoom on this camera. So when the camera zooms in, it actually changes the way the microphone works, and it cuts out like extraneous sounds, and the microphone kind of zooms in itself on just a very narrow band of sound. So if I was at a concert, for example, and let's say Simba was where the stage was, if I zoom in like this, then it's going to focus on the sound coming from the stage. And that's why they have that horrible audio zoom feature. Maybe if I use an external microphone, then that would help. But I don't like doing that with these videos because I'm talking from one side of the camera and the cats are on the other side of the camera. So if I use a microphone pointed toward the cats, then you can't hear me. And if I use a microphone pointed toward me, then you can't hear the cats. So it makes it difficult, and I'm just really disappointed with that issue or feature of this camera. Okay, the cats are having a good time. Stella has that touch feeder, Boo has his feeder, and I gave Simba some crunchies on the licky mat. I gave one of the licky mats to Splash, but Splash would rather eat crunchies with Stella. So all the cats are gonna enjoy their dinner. They're having a little crunchy party. It's 9 a.m. and I have two kind of unhappy cats right here because they only got half their breakfast. I'm giving them half of their breakfast now, or, you know, they had it like 10 minutes ago. And they're going to get the other half of their breakfast in about an hour or so. I have to get ready for my day. The reason why I've been splitting up their breakfast is because Simba's been doing the scarf and barf. Even with the licky mats, he's still managing to scarf and barf. So I'm going to split it up and we're going to see what happens. Obviously, I think a hairball is involved because Simba is the fluffiest of the cats. He has, you know, the fluffiest fur. So when I brush the cats, I always get the most cat hair off of him. So I think it's hairball related. Yesterday, I did give him some like hairball medicine. So we'll see if that helped move things through. I've also been putting extra fish oil in their meals to try to help move things through. I need to grow them some cat grass. I haven't had time to do that. So it's been on my list of things to do every day, but you know, hours go by so fast. Here's Simba. I have the windows open this morning. It's already hot and humid outside, but the cats like fresh air. So I'll leave the windows open for a little while and then I'll have to close them. So for the next several days, it's supposed to be really hot here, like in the high 90s. I think over the weekend, we're going to get close to 100. What happened yesterday was Simba was on top of this cat tower and I walked into the room and he saw me. He meowed at me. He took a flying leap onto the bed, ran off the bed, and ran over to me and started howling. And it was the howl that he does right before he's going to vomit. So right away I knew what was happening, and I was able to direct him onto a floor and not a rug, which was really nice. And I actually just kind of held him, like I didn't even have to hold him firmly. I just kind of held him in place where there was a floor and not a rug, because there was no way I was going to be able to grab a paper plate or something to put under him. So I just gently held him so he didn't move away from, you know, where a floor was under him. And he did his vomit. And then, you know, cats like to then, you know, do it again a second or a third time to make sure they get everything up. So then he moved over again, and he was like on the other side of the room, and he was about to puke on my shoes. And I was like, oh no, that's not happening. So once again, I was able to move the shoes, and then I was able to just kind of guide him in a better direction. And so he relieved himself of whatever was upsetting his stomach. And I was able to easily clean it up because it was just on the floor. So it's much better than on a rug. So I really appreciate Simba letting me know he doesn't feel good by howling first, and then, you know, just letting me kind of position him where it's best for me to clean up. You're a good boy, Simba. So far, so good this morning. He only had one primal nugget. We're going to wait a while, and then they'll have the rest of their breakfast. We'll see how that works. It's about 10:20 a.m. It's really hot. It's almost 90 degrees. It's really humid. We're having a heat wave right now, so I'm out in the yard and I'm making sure all the plants are watered and that the birds have water. I'm just about to put some food out for them. See these two birds? They've been hanging out in my yard. They love to come and eat the food that I put out for them. This morning I was watching them drink some of the water that I put out. And I've noticed over the past few days that when I come over to this little backyard area behind my greenhouse, they've been hanging out on the ground in the dirt. Maybe it's been cool for them. So they've made a home in my yard. And there's two of them. And they're best buddies. Maybe they're a couple. I don't know how it works with birds of their species. But they remind me a lot of Hydrox and Ditto. So now instead of two cats in my yard, I have two doves. It's 11:20 a.m. I was just walking past the back door and I saw this. Looks like the groundhog is back to eat some lunch. Meanwhile, there's Splash downstairs cleaning up some leftovers from breakfast. It's fish day today, so the cats had some canned fish. They had the Earthborn Holistic Harbor Harvest and Monterey Medley. And so far, Simba's been good today. He had the food, he ate it, and he's been relaxing. I don't want to jinx anything, but he has not vomited, so that's a good thing. I wonder if this groundhog is the one that ate my tomatoes. Here's Boo. How you doing, Boo? It's 5:45 p.m. I have to go scoop the litter boxes because there's a storm on the way. And I just looked out the back door and I saw this. So this is the bird feeder. Today, I refilled it at least 3 times, if not 4. And look, it's completely empty. So I'm really happy the wildlife are enjoying themselves with this food. I've seen lots of birds today, squirrels, the groundhog. Looks like they're really, really hungry. I hope they're eating it, not just hiding it. I know the birds are eating it, and there's been birds here that I have not seen recently. Like, I think word's getting out that there's food here because like today and yesterday, I'm starting to see birds that I don't normally see, so it's kind of interesting. It's 6:38 p.m. Boo's watching birds. That's Boo's tail. It's the two doves. And their names are Grace and Favor. Right, Boo? It looks like all the food's almost gone. I just put some food out a few minutes ago. The storm passed really quickly. It ended up just being some rain, not much storm. And here's Boo. Hey, Boo. Boo's a very happy boy. It cooled down outside a little bit, so I'm gonna open the windows soon. Look at what's going on down here. That's Simba and Splash. Look at Simba's tail. He's really interested in the birds. I would like to give a shout out to April, C.R. Barboni, and Debbie Kirby. Thank you so much for your patronage this month and your generous support. Thank you for watching this Lucky Earls video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.